Hi, my name is Aneri Pradhan, and I'm co-founder and CEO of Envision Mobile. We've developed a very simple accounting tool for micro retailers and emerging markets. Did you know that according to Brookings, there's been a conservative estimate of $2 trillion recorded in consumer spend in Africa alone? And 30% of that spend has increased in the past 3 years. However, 80% of those transactions are not digitized. So corporates like Unilever, Procter & Gamble, Coca-Cola, who are very active in these markets, have no data on the point of sale. Micro retailers like this one pictured are the driving force of consumer spend in these markets. There are over 400 million of them in emerging markets. However, because they're undigitized, there's a real now market opportunity with smartphone adoption trends to actually change that. And I know this problem firsthand because I started an award-winning social enterprise financial institution in Uganda that provides small business loans to micro retailers like the one pictured. Yet we had a big challenge of not being able to gather that financial performance information. So we developed Envision Mobile to solve our own problem and realized that there's a huge market opportunity here for other financial service providers and suppliers that offer credit to these micro retailers. Formerly, I also worked at Facebook's Emerging Markets Innovations team and the United Nations Foundation. My co-founder, Eric, has a PhD in Information Systems Technology from Penn State. He is a returned Peace Corps volunteer from Cameroon and was also awarded a Fulbright to study ICT innovation in Rwanda. So together, we have over 20 years of experience working in this market. And so we designed an app for the micro retailer. We interviewed micro retailers in India, Uganda, and even the Spanish-speaking population in San Francisco to understand how they would use technology to bookkeep. So we designed an app so simple a 10-year-old could download it and figure it out. And that includes inventory management and sales tracking. And just by entering that information in, it creates automated reports through financial ledgers and profit loss statements. And because mobile money is so prevalent in these markets, we've also included that payments feature as well. But our business model is in the data. And we want to empower the micro retailers and their financial service providers with shared data. And that includes inventory levels, sales by day, revenue, profit loss. And by empowering the entire supply chain in emerging markets, we really see ourselves as a third-party aggregator, sitting in between the suppliers and the financial service providers and all of these 400 million micro retailers across the developing world. In our pipeline are some of the biggest financial service providers that serve this market and suppliers, and we currently have an MOU in place with Musoni to introduce the app to 15,000 of their borrowers in Nairobi. So in summary, we're going after a massive market with little competition. We have large deals on the horizon with some of the biggest players who serve this space, and we have an experienced award-winning team dedicated to solving this problem. So if you want to be part of the next biggest data play in emerging markets, please come find me after this pitch. I'm again Aneri Pradhan, CEO of Envision Mobile. Thanks.